What's going on with home price appreciation? Well, that's what we're talking about next. Come on. Hi, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Peggy Durstoff, and I'm a realtor with HomeSmart here in the Denver metro area, specifically Highlands Ranch in Douglas County. And today we're discussing what is going on with home price appreciation. After all, we've all been reading the newspaper and seeing that a lot of it is double-digit appreciation. Today, home prices are driven by a simple concept of supply and demand. The reality is, home price appreciation continues to accelerate. You know, the pricing of any item is always determined by two things. One is, how much of the item do you actually have? And the second is, how many people want to buy the item? Now, with that simple model, the year-over-year price appreciation is very easy to explain. The demand for housing is up, while the supply of houses is down. Actually, it's at historic lows. Let me show you three maps so you can see how this theory affects the residential real estate market. Map number 1 shows a state-by-state price appreciation reported by the Federal Housing Finance Agency, FHFA, okay? And it's comparing 2020 to 2021. And so you can see the United States as a whole had an appreciation overall of about 12.6%. That's nice, right? And then here in Colorado, where I tend to focus, we can see a price appreciation of around 13%. Again, a nice, healthy double digit. But if you look at this map, you can also see that there are several states that exceeded a 15% increase in price appreciation year over year. Wow, that's a lot of appreciation in a year. Now let's go to map number 2. This is a year-over-year change in the housing inventory. So we saw the appreciation in the last map, and now we're going to look at the change in housing inventory. And you can see that the United States as a whole went down by a whopping 52%. That's like slightly over half of the normal inventory was available. And you know, I speak to a lot of agents across the nation, and I heard this from a lot of them in different states as I was complaining about the challenge of finding my people housing. They were telling me their stories as well. So you can see overall, every state was hit pretty much by a lack of inventory. Colorado was down a whopping 57%. So when you compare these two maps, the first one with price appreciation and the second one with inventory levels, you can see there's really a correlation between the change in the listing inventory and price appreciation in many states. The reason prices continue to accelerate is that housing inventory is at historical lows, while demand for housing remains high. However, this might be changing. And here's map number 3 to show us why. In a recent report from Realtor.com, it shows the monthly change in inventory for each state. As the map indicates, 39 out of the 50 states, plus the District of Columbia, saw increases in inventory over the last month. The United States as a whole saw an increase of about 2.5%. Colorado showed 5.1%. And since I'm filming this in July, June's numbers told me there was an increase in inventory of 6.4%. So we can see that number of inventory of houses creeping up. Now, whether this is due to the fact that people who were afraid to open up their homes due to COVID are now feeling a lot more relaxed due to the vaccines that are out there, or whether people are finding they can work from home and maybe the house that they're in isn't suited to that for what they want to do, or maybe, like a lot of my clients, they're moving or relocating to different parts of the country so they can be closer to family. Whatever the reason, we'll know for certain as we move through the rest of the year. Bottom line, some people have been very concerned over the price appreciation we've seen the last year. There's talk of a bubble or a crash coming. But actually we can see from the maps that this increase in price has been warranted due to the two things we measure. One is the amount of inventory we have and the demand. Inventory has been very low and demand has been very high. Now going forward, if the number of homes on the market start to approach buyer demand, well then price appreciation will slow and it will become more moderate and probably approach more historical levels. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and check out this video over here where I talk about the rising inventory and what that could mean for you, whether you're a buyer or a seller. Thank you so much for watching. I'll look forward to seeing you on the next video.